Outcore is an indie game released last year by the developer that goes by the name Dr. Shinobi. The game is very indicative of those old virtual assistants that would just be this random character that lived on your desktop, except Outcore doesn't spy on you. The game follows the story of you and this girl named Lumi finding files on your computer to unlock her memories. And when you unlock a memory, you go into a more traditional video game, which is the 2D platformer stage, where you dash over obstacles and fight multiple bosses and enemies. The game juggles multiple different game mechanics and flip-flops between the virtual assistant puzzle game to the more traditional 2D platformer. You find files on your desktop that you have to give to Lumi. The game opens Windows Paint and you have to draw a certain shape to use as a key. And you even change the actual date and time on your computer to progress through a 1 week long loading process. The game is incredibly creative and impressive with how it's able to break the fourth wall so much more than I thought a game was allowed to do. The game has a staggering amount of versatility and creativity, with there being over a dozen different gameplay mechanics that are all really well executed. The platformer feels nice to play, although dashing by clicking the mouse button feels a bit weird, but not impossible to grow accustomed to. At first you're just playing a normal platformer, and then the next you're racing a yoked fairy, playing pinball, and then you're in 3D pressing buttons that make animal noises. Where the game shines is in its pure creativity and passion put into this game. You can tell the creator had so many ideas and had so much fun making the game, and it always keeps you on your toes because you never truly know what's coming next. But it's not just the game mechanics that are creative, but also the jokes. Holy, this game is funny. The unexpected comedic bits are hilarious. They're really charming and just have a lot of personality in them. But with all that being said, I don't think the game is perfect. Firstly, the art can range from sick, charming, and funny to just absolute deviant art tier. Maybe it doesn't bother you or most people, but when I see her rubbing her chin with that hand, it does not look like that's her hand. It looks like she's holding a mannequin's arm and pressing that up against her chin. I would really like to see an artist polish things up a bit and fix the few parts where the characters look a bit ugly, and for the game to get an update that implements the polished sprites. That would be great. But then we get to the story, which is the most flawed part, to be honest, because near the end something really stupid happens, which really irks me. But first, let's talk about the overall story, which I actually really like. The story starts with the main character Lumi starting to feel tired of a boring and repetitive life as a coin collector in these underground mines, until her friend Ophelia comes to visit her and spices her life up a bit by crushing her with a boulder. Ophelia tells Lumi about someone named Booty that has seen what's above the underground and tells her about the sun, trees, and food that isn't gold. Before Ophelia leaves again to find out more about the above world, and now Lumi is back to her boring and repetitive life, but hates it even more because Ophelia showed her a better life for a day. Then Ophelia comes back and offers Lumi the chance to change her repetitive life by running off and going to the above world together, but Lumi chickens out at the last minute and Ophelia leaves without her. Then a long time passes where she just lives the life of an average Genshin player, and then eventually goes back to work, but she then finds a photo on the ground which shows the above world, which motivates her to go to leave the underground. For real this time. A long time passes when she finds Booty, and the rest of the game follows Lumi trying to get out of the underground. So that's all well and good. Ophelia is a friend of Lumi who gave her a glimpse of a better life, and it's what pushed her to try to make that better life a reality. But near the end of the game, it completely fucks this up with a twist that doesn't add anything and just adds a plot hole, and that is Ophelia never existed. As Lumi is about to leave to go to the above worlds with a really big anime girl, just don't mind that. The game starts glitzing out, and in this vain attempt of a horror sequence, we see the parts with Ophelia and Lumi having fun and spicing life up a bit again, except Ophelia isn't there, and it's implied that Ophelia just didn't exist, and it was all just an LUD. But why? Why should it matter that Ophelia doesn't exist? It doesn't change anything. It's just a forced twist. It actually just annoyed me when I realized that's what was happening. This game is a fun and creative platformer that's mostly a comedy, and then it just randomly becomes a dramatized horror with a twist that doesn't make any sense, because how did Lumi find out about Booty if Ophelia wasn't the one that told her? If this was all an LUD, then did Lumi just happen to imagine a boot named Booty that just happened to also actually exist? It's unfortunate because the game is so well made and comedically written, and this horror segment with a useless twist just breaks the pace of the game and feels so out of left field and tacked on. I'm not going to spoil the rest of the game, but I do like the actual ending of the game after that unnecessary twist. The final level is brilliant, and I fucking love how the game ends. And I don't want to spoil it because you should play the game yourself. Even with the twist and the meh sprites, this game is fucking great. Overall, the story is wacky, funny, and highly enjoyable, and there's so much love and care put into this game. The desktop gameplay is incredibly impressive and such a unique experience, and the 2D game is really fun with likable characters and a lot of really funny moments. I gotta say, this is one of the best indie games I've come across, and with just a little polishing and just cutting that twist with Affiliate out of the game, because it's fucking just bad and stupid. I would give this game like a 9 or a 10. But as it stands, I'd give this game a 4 out of 5 toes. The game is especially amazing because the game is free and it's a great experience. So go play it right now and show some fucking love to the amazing developer that made this game, because this game is awesome. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.